Hi, I am in my kitchen and I'm going to be doing a lesson with you guys today. And we're going to do what we usually do on the last day of art in the classroom, which is we make origami dogs. So origami is the art of folded paper. And this is just a piece of folded paper. So I'm going to unfold it for you. So if I unfold it, what shape do we have? A square, that's right. The paper needs to be square, so it needs to be the same length on all four sides. That's what makes a square. So I just used, this is regular printer paper. The fun thing about origami is you can use any type of paper, really. So I just have printer paper at my house. So I need to make it a square. I'm going to show you how you can make it a square if you don't know how, or your parents can give it to you already a square. Either one is fine. I'm going to measure my paper. This is the only ruler I have. It is such a weird ruler. It is 7.5 inches long. So I'm going to measure my paper. All right, my paper is 8.5 inches this direction. And I know that it's 11 inches this way. So I'm just going to measure the same distance down here. So 8.5 going this way. Okay, so that's the 8.5. This doesn't need to be perfect, you guys. I'm just gonna cut it. I'm just eyeing it. Just eyeing it, doesn't need to be perfect, but now it should be a square. Here's my square. I'm gonna fold it. Oh, this is tricky, you guys. We're gonna fold it in half, but we're not gonna fold it in half this way like a book or a card, which is how we probably normally fold papers. We are gonna fold it a different way. We're gonna fold it into a triangle shape. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna really look at those points and make sure they come together. And then this is how I like to do it. This is how I always teach it in the classroom. I'm gonna hold it, we're gonna get the points lined up really good, and then we're gonna hold it tight right there so that doesn't slide around, and then we're gonna pinch it and pull it tight, so it doesn't get messed up now. Once you have it tight, you can just crease it and crease it. Look, it didn't turn out perfect, but I'm okay with that because art doesn't always have to be perfect, or I think it'll still turn out good. Then I'm gonna put it down on, well, I'm gonna hold it up so you guys can see it. I'm gonna fold so it's an upside down triangle. I'm gonna fold the point of the triangle up halfway up. So you need to look at it and try to find the middle and try to put it right there and then fold that. So does it need to be perfectly in the middle? No, it doesn't. Whoa. So here's what we have. And then we're going to do this. See the point? We're gonna fold it down just a little bit, so that it's flat right there. So I folded it down. You can see it from here. So I folded it down, put it behind like that. And then, so then the last thing is that I'm just gonna fold both of these down. I can do one at a time. Try not to fold it on top of that. Just fold it somewhere here or here. These are your dog's ears. So fold your ears down however you want them. Do some nice creases. And then that's it for the dog's face. So those are his ears. This is his nose and mouth area. Here's where his eyes would be. These are his cheeks, top of the head, chin. And now I get to decorate my dog however I want. So this is how I did this one. Once I have him folded, he's like a Dalmatian dog. So he has black and white spots on his ears. So here it is, and I am going to draw, I'm just going to use a Sharpie, which you guys know we used in the art room a lot. But remember, the Sharpie is permanent, so please, please only draw on the paper. So first I'll draw the eyes. We are going to draw the dog eyes like we drew when we did our cats and dogs earlier in the school year. They are an upside down U. So it's like an upside down letter U. That's also a rainbow shape. Tall rainbows. And then we're going to connect them on the bottom with a straight line. Then we'll do the pupil part. So let me get this other dog in here where you can see it. Remember how Miss Melissa always says that she likes to draw this part sitting on the flat line. So it's not floating in the middle of the eye, it's actually touching the bottom line. Sitting on that line. So it's a circle. That would be the colored part of the dog's eyes. And then the pupil, which is the black part, is another circle. There's another circle sitting. And then that one is one that we're going to color in black. So color that one in black really good. Do your best coloring job. And this area will be the colored part. So try not to color that part in. Now for the dog's nose. You can see the top of this is where we're going to start our line. So I'm just going to draw a line right there. I drew it right at the top. And the dog's nose is an upside down triangle shape. It just has soft corners. It doesn't have sharp corners. So when we draw our triangle, we'll try to make them not have too sharp of corners or points. And then we get to color his nose in too. And remember, dogs have big noses because they can smell for miles and miles and miles and miles. They have very strong noses. And then for the mouth, we'll do starting from the bottom of the triangle, we'll do a J and a backward J. They're also like fish hooks. Then for the parts that the dog's whiskers go into, we'll do a few dots. But we don't really need to draw the whiskers like we would on a cat because doggy's whiskers are kind of small. And then if you want to do the Dalmatian like I did on this one, you could draw the spots and color them in black on his ears. But on this one, I'm going to show you how to do a different dog because dogs come in all colors, don't they? I think I'm going to do, well, first of all, I'm going to color his eyes and I'm going to make them brown. So I'm using a crayon. And then I need to do this one too. Let's see what he looks like if I color him with brown ears and leave his face white. So here's how this dog turned out, and he has brown eyes and brown ears, but a white face. And he looks different than my Dalmatian, doesn't he? Maybe I should color my Dalmatian's eyes. I think maybe Dalmatians have blue eyes sometimes. So here's my blue crayon. Oh, that makes him look really cute. All right, well, I think I'll do one more, and this time I'll make more of a golden retriever dog. Fold the triangle. Fold it halfway up. And then fold the tip behind it, crease, and then for the ears, you can make big floppy ears or you can make them smaller. So here's my golden retriever one. The reason why I was tracing underneath his ears and around his nose was because I was trying to not have to color more than I had to. But I mean, I could have colored it all orange, but this is how much I had to color for it all to look right. Now, what could we do with our origami dogs? Because now I have a golden retriever, and I have a Dalmatian, and I have, I forget what they call dogs that look like this. So here's one thing you could do with your dog. You could turn it into a secret message and then mail it to someone. So I wrote a letter inside of here. So I opened my paper back up, and here's what I wrote. I'm pretending I'm a kid, okay? So I said, "Dear Grandmom, I hope you like this origami dog that I made for you. We have been playing outside a lot and riding our bikes. We got new helmets. We miss you a lot. Can't wait to see you. Love, Melissa." And then I could fold it back up, put it all back the way it goes. And actually, it should fit in an envelope. So I could put that in an envelope and mail it to my grandmom. And I could make a bunch of different origami dogs for all kinds of people and give them as presents. Or I could just hang them on the wall for myself. I could do whatever I wanted with them. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this origami lesson. And remember, origami means folded paper in Japanese. Here comes Sylvia, fresh from her Frozen 2 singing escapades. I hope you guys have fun making the dogs. And if you really get into origami, you can have your parents look up on the internet how to make origami butterflies. Origami swans is a really popular one. I mean, probably any origami thing that you can think of, there's probably a little lesson on the internet. Some of them are more complicated than other ones. This one's pretty easy. And you can try making different sizes. Or you can even use different color. If you have colored paper, or if you have pattern paper, like craft paper, you can even use like wrapping paper, any kind of paper. So you can make all different kinds of dogs, all different sizes. You can make little ones, you can make bigger ones, you can mail them to your friends. I just hope you guys are entertained with that and have fun. Say bye.
Bye.